Hey folks, Eric here from Skies Offroad Design. So we have a stripped down 9297 4-wheel drive F250 frame section here and our 2-inch Superduty Leaf spring shackle reversal. I want to talk to you about the added benefits of installing a shackle reversal as well as what having this front crossmember up here actually does for your frame. So first I'm going to talk about some of the areas we've seen these frames fail. And for starters, not having this crossbar up here, your steering box is huge. So when your truck is trying to steer and you're not moving, say in like a parking lot, this frame section actually is twisting quite a bit. That will lead to a common failure in your cradle and these rivets breaking out. We've seen multiple trucks like that in the past, and I attribute that directly to not having, something really solid holding this together. When there's not a solid piece here, the only thing tying the front of the frame section together is going to be this bumper, and I mean those things are pretty flimsy. So another added thing we see as well is going to be cracking out of this frame right where the 5/8 shackle hole is. Oh, didn't see you there. So let's continue on this video here and talk about some of the benefits of a shackle reversal suspension-wise. On these trucks factory, the shackle is in the front of the bumper. The shackle is there to take up the extra length in the leaf spring when your suspension compresses. So when the shackle's in the front of the front springs, your suspension compresses, your axle moves forward. So when your axle moves forward and you hit a bump, it really doesn't help your suspension ride that much better. Hence why we created another shackle reversal system. The benefit to these Superduty Leaf springs is the difference in the spring rate, as well as they are 4 inches longer from center pin forward. Another added difference of these compared to the 92 to 97 front springs is that the mounting hardware is 18mm and 5/8 instead of 9/16 front and rear. So you get a little bit more rigidity out of the hardware as well. So let's continue looking on the rear of these and check out the shackle hangers. Hey there. So what we have here is our low profile shackle hangers. These shackle hangers are specifically designed to work with our 2-inch shackles. So the difference on why we designed them, here I have a 2-inch shackle and a 3-inch shackle for comparison, is this top portion of metal here we actually took out because compared to a factory shackle hanger, the mounting hole for these is 1 inch up and 1 inch forward of the factory hole. So we designed these specifically to work with our 2-inch shackles because of the tight bend in the shoulder, as well as the low clearance right here to actually get a true 2 inches of lift. So these mount off the factory 6 holes that are in the frame from your original leaf spring hanger. They just take a little bit of cleaning up because none of these holes are ever a perfect 1/2 inch. So the reason we actually designed this 1 inch further forward is to help with the shackle angle with the Super Duty springs. We felt it was actually really necessary instead of using just a factory bracket. Actually helps the shackle get a little bit further back when it's installed, so that when the suspension compresses, it helps that shackle break over and it actually results in a softer ride. So let's move back to the front here and close this up. So to touch on some of the other benefits we've talked about earlier, you really do gain quite a bit from stiffening up the front of this frame horn. And with the front shackle reversal crossmember, these are pretty easy to install. It really just starts with locating the front hanger off the original 5/8 shackle hole in the 4-wheel drive frame. The front hanger there, get your measurements, set it, and you remove the solid leaf spring mount, bolt ours up there, and you pretty much can install your leaf springs and the shackle reversal is done. Pretty uncomplicated for a 2-inch kit. There's really not much that goes into those. There's quite a bit more that gets involved when we add a couple more inches of lift, like 4 or up, as far as brake lines and stuff like that. But just this kit itself is really designed for those that want to level their truck out, thoroughly increase the ride quality, and stiffen the front of their frame up. So thanks for your time today, guys.